I can say you have a way of staying motivated even when in school. That is a topic I'm interested in because we happen to go to the same school. Yeah, of course, he was my senior. So we happened to go to the same school, and I knew how tough it can be, a federal university, a popular one at that, and in engineering and all of that. You're combining with serving God, school fellowship functions and all of that. It can be tough. And this is something that I discuss with my husband even from time to time, like when we look back into university days. So how were you able, because he said he was still able to finish with a 2-1. Yeah. Can you give a little word of advice to students? They want to serve God, and truly I've seen people that they feel they can't do the two together. I have people like that. Even I think I had a colleague too. I have people that they just don't see the two marrying each other. It's either I'm in school and I'm in for it fully. No distractions, no school fellowship, leadership or functions, and it's either I face that or I face school fellowship. So some people have that struggle of balancing. I know it's not something that comes easy.
I quite agree.
Yes. So how were you able to still with your, because from what he said, he stayed motivated that even if I don't finish the first class, I'm going to finish with a 2-1. How were you able to stay motivated in spite of all so much activities around you, task fund, UJSM and all of that? Yeah.
Thank you so much. I would like to say this, that life does not give you what you desire. It only give you what you demand from it.
Interesting.
The point about life is, anywhere you go, there will always be distractions.
Okay.
Now, in this case, you can call it positive distractions, you can call it negative distractions. The first thing is to understand the purpose per time. At this point in time, what am I supposed to do? What am I doing? You are in school to study, and that's the primary objective. I want people to get it clear.
Wow.
I'm a Christian. I serve God. But when you are in university, Ecclesiastes 3 says there is time for everything. You are in school to study. That's a primary assignment. You need to give yourself to it.
True.
Now, either you are Christian, you go to church, you go to party, you go to every other thing, something will take your time. You can't study 24 hours. Now, for me, I choose to neglect some things that cannot add values to me. I don't go to party.
And pour that time into church.
And pour that time to church. That will always be a distraction. Some people may give that time to sports, and they know this sport can earn me maybe an income. We see many of them, they become maybe Olympia, they become something that they become a sports person. I choose that, my own time, my own extra time, I will devote it for Christ. An individual knows what you really want to get out of it. I really want to build a relationship with my maker. Because schooling, working, anything we do in this life should follow the purpose of our living. You understand? There should be an interaction that you should involve around God. I have that understanding. Now, if somebody tells, but if you give your time for fellowship, the question I want to ask them is, have you seen somebody that does not serve God at all and they still finish maybe pass or third class?
True.
And you see some people that serve God all their time and they still finish with first class.
Yeah.
I have examples. Therefore, the question now is, it depends. One thing that matters most is understand your purpose. Understand time management. I normally go for rehearsal, and if I know I have exam the following day, I can go for rehearsal if there is a time for rehearsal. But I know that I also must read. The Bible says, I will bless the work of your hands. God will not be just if He bless you when you don't do anything. Now, somebody is also working somewhere. But one thing is, you may not struggle like others, and that's my case. At times, I don't read like others, but I get the same grade like others. Because there is a supernatural power. Either we believe it or not, there is a power that propels us. And if we call ourselves children of God, you don't need to put in effort like other people. There is a hand that can propel you for success. It can show you directions. I have enjoyed that in the time past. I have seen some classes, I think when I was in part 3 in Obafemi University. I have seen some classes, I look at the materials, it looks so voluminous. I have spent time in the fellowship or maybe rehearsals, and I call upon God. Father, this thing I must read, but I don't have the time to read all. I need directions. It has happened in the Bible. It can happen in our lifetime. Daniel didn't know what the king dreamt about, but God revealed. That God, he said, is the same God yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And he can also give you direction as a student. It depends about your relationship with him. That's what I will say about that. Everybody always have distractions in school. No student can tell me that the whole 24 hours I use this to read. They also give time for other things. Some to sport, some to party, some to chase women, some to fellowship. Therefore, I choose to go to fellowship because I see.
Except if you are really a nerd.
Thank you.